Most of us live knowing that death is the one thing we can't escape. But what if that wasn't always the case? Believe it or not, the Bible records 3 men who never died. No funeral, no grave, no goodbye. Just gone. Let's break down their unbelievable stories and what they might mean for us today. 1. Enoch, the man who walked straight into heaven. Imagine this. You're walking down a dirt road, birds chirping, sun shining, and suddenly you're not on earth anymore. That's Enoch's story. He wasn't a warrior, a king, or a prophet. He was just a man who walked with God. Literally. Enoch was Adam's great-grandson. He lived in a time when the world was getting darker by the day. But Enoch chose a different path. He didn't follow the crowd, he followed God. And get this, the Bible says, Enoch walked with God, then he was no more, because God took him. Genesis 5:24. No explanation, no sickness, no warning. It's like he just vanished. One moment he was here, the next, in heaven. Why? Because he had such a close relationship with God that death didn't even touch him. Imagine being so aligned with the Creator that earth just isn't your home anymore. Enoch's story isn't just mysterious, it's inspiring. It shows us that God sees the quiet ones, the faithful ones, the ones who walk with him even when no one else does. 2. Elijah, the prophet who rode a firestorm to heaven. Now, if Enoch's story was peaceful, Elijah's was cinematic. This man was a powerhouse prophet. He called down fire from the sky, stood up to corrupt kings, and never backed down from a fight. But his exit? That was next level. One day, Elijah was walking with his apprentice, Elisha. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a whirlwind tore through the sky, and a fiery chariot pulled by flaming horses came blazing down. Before anyone could blink, Elijah was swept off the earth, riding a heavenly firestorm straight into the sky. No, this isn't a Marvel movie. This is 2 Kings 2:11. Why such a dramatic exit? Because Elijah wasn't ordinary. He spent his life calling people back to God, challenging evil, and refusing to stay silent. God honored him with a supernatural exit, one no one would forget. And here's the twist. Elijah's story doesn't end there. The Bible hints he'll return before the end of days, preparing the way for what's coming next. Talk about an unfinished legacy. 3. Melchizedek, the eternal mystery. If Enoch walked into heaven and Elijah rode fire to get there, Melchizedek is the man who may have never left heaven at all. He appears suddenly in the book of Genesis, blessing Abraham and receiving offerings. He's called the King of Righteousness and Priest of God Most High. But here's where it gets strange. Melchizedek has no origin story. No birth, no death, no family tree. The Bible says he's without beginning or end and like the Son of God. Some believe he was the Son of God, appearing on earth long before Jesus was born. Others think he's a heavenly being or an immortal priest. Whoever he was, he breaks every rule we know about being human. He never dies, never ages, and shows up just when he's needed most. He's the Bible's ultimate mystery man. So, why does this matter? Why do these 3 men's stories still echo thousands of years later? Because they remind us of one thing. This life isn't all there is. They were human like us, yet they defied death because of how closely they walked with God. They remind us that faith can move us beyond the limits of our world, that we were made for more than 9-to-5 routines and just getting by, that heaven isn't just a destination, it's a possibility. So maybe the real question isn't, why didn't they die? Maybe it's, what kind of life do you have to live to never die?